Hello, you're watching Webcertain TV and I'm Patrycja Wojtkowiak. A lot of effort goes into creating and setting up a new PPC campaign. Effort which will be wasted if it's not continuously monitored, optimized and adapted once it's launched. Yet the ongoing management of paid search campaigns can be a major task, especially if they cover multiple products and services, not to mention countries and languages. And it requires specialist knowledge to ensure goals will be met and that all important return on investment is achieved. With me today is Kayleigh Browne, who heads up Webcertain's media team, to explain more about the challenges of managing paid search campaigns globally and the options available to international businesses. So Kayleigh, what does a bid management service actually include?
Bid management is the process of an experienced PPC specialist optimising the bids to get the best for our clients' campaigns. Sometimes it might be that bids are better when appearing in a higher position or a low position. It really depends on the landscape, competition and things like how generic or specific the keywords are. Every single client and country is very, very different. So we have to optimise to understand what works best for each client, and we have to really spend a lot of time pushing bids and optimising for different positions. Sometimes a client will come to us and say that a certain position works well for them, so we optimise for that. And we also implement strategies and make recommendations on different approaches, features and different enhancements for the campaigns.
Can you also tell me what are the complexities of managing PPC campaigns across multiple languages and countries?
Every single country, language and industry is very, very different for PPC. What works well in one will not work for another. It might do, but it's very unlikely. So we have to treat every single one differently and no rule can be applied across all of the countries. There are nuances in the languages. So for example, LATAM Spanish and Spain Spanish, they are not the same, so we can't treat them the same. Some industries and countries do have trends that we've spotted. Search behaviour, for example, in the Netherlands, where there is a high availability of products sourced locally and therefore less need for cross-border purchasing. But more often than not, every country and client is very, very different.
Now, you manage campaigns across all of the major search engines. What are the key differences between the different platforms and what challenges can they present?
Every search engine is very, very different. Google has automatic and manual CPC bidding. Yandex, the bidding really depends on the strategy that you've got applied, so you can do priority bidding and CPCs. And Naver is a whole different game. There's more than one click just to change a single bid, so it's much more time consuming. The match types are also very different. Naver has exact match only, so the initial keyword research has to make sure that every single opportunity is covered, and ongoing keyword research can help to expand the campaigns, but we can't rely on search query reports to help us to do that like we can on Google, where we have more match types and we can use search queries to expand or to refine to get better CPCs. And Yandex is even more complicated, using operators to fix prepositions, word forms and orders. Even the openings of the search engines accounts can be very complex as well. Google, Bing and Yandex is fairly simple. Naver and Baidu is much more time consuming with stricter screening processes and often business licenses and stamped documents required. So Naver can take up to a few weeks to open a new account and Baidu can take up to a few months. So there's a big part played in the differences between the search engines before we've even launched the campaigns.
And finally, what are the benefits of using a bid management service?
You can rest assured that an experienced PPC specialist is working on your campaigns to achieve the goals. If you've got existing campaigns, some clients do come to us with existing campaigns and they're not happy with the performance. We can identify quick wins, such as keywords below first page bids and different opportunities to have a positive impact very quickly on the campaigns. Others, where we start from scratch, we have a really good understanding of the performance from the launch of the campaigns. And you can also be assured that we've got good knowledge of each client, as we have to understand their background to ensure that the campaigns are reflective of their business. So we work very closely with the clients and with the account managers to ensure that we know this information. We also get really good input from the linguists, so they give us assistance with understanding the keywords and the cultural differences, and you've got more than just one set of eyes on your campaigns, basically. We have really good expertise and really good close relationships with the search engines as well, which helps us to deliver and maintain successful campaigns. And we are in the know of all the betas and the changes and new features so that we're kept ahead of the game and we can implement these on our clients' campaigns.